This is the Hover Air X1 Pro Max. And TLDR, this drone fits in your pocket, shoots 8K, and can follow you around automatically. Let's get into it. Yeah, so think less traditional drone and more flying camera assistant. This is the Pro Max combo version, which includes extra batteries, charging accessories, and everything you actually need to use this daily, without worrying about power. Inside the box, you get the Hover X1 Pro Max itself, multiple batteries, the charging hub, USB-C cable, a carrying pouch, and stickers to make your drone look, well, different. And of course, documentation. Now, the first thing you notice when picking this up is how ridiculously small and light it is. The whole thing weighs about 192.5 grams, which puts it under the 250 gram weight limit that would require you to get it registered by law in the US or Canada, just to carry it around. And it's designed to fold down into a compact square-ish that fits into a pocket or a sling bag. Albeit a fairly big pocket, but fits in your pocket nonetheless. And unlike traditional drones, the propellers are fully enclosed inside protective guards made of hyper-elastic material. And they even include a sample in the box, daring you to try to rip it apart because they know it's super tough. The idea here is to make you feel more confident flying this thing and worrying less about it crashing into a tree or wall, which will definitely happen at some point, because drones aren't perfect, and the last thing you want is a beginner worrying about breaking their new drone because they've never flown a drone before. This reduces that. The main camera gimbal in the front houses a 1/1.3 inch CMOS sensor and a 16mm wide-angle lens, capable of shooting up to 8K resolution. There is also a visual sensor underneath and one behind it to help it avoid obstacles when it's in reverse follow mode. The matte finish also helps keep fingerprints under control, which I really appreciate. The best part is you really don't need a controller. Power it up, choose a mode, and you're ready to go. It makes it super easy to create shots without worrying about learning how to fly or concentrating on multiple tasks at once when shooting.
Current mode, hover.
Now, as I said earlier, the Hover Air X1 Pro Max can shoot up to 8K video, and while most people probably won't upload in 8K, the extra resolution gives you a lot more flexibility for cropping and reframing in post-production, especially for those wide shots. Video quality overall looks sharp, detailed, and pretty stable. Walking shots, tracking shots, the footage feels smooth and cinematic without needing heavy editing afterwards. Well, unless the environment or something is in the way and is trying to get out of the way, you might feel a little judder every now and then, but other than that, it's super smooth. Obviously, it's not competing with larger professional drones in terms of raw sensor performance or things like distance, but in daylight or even average lighting conditions, the results are pretty solid, like the one I have here in this rainy, gloomy day is still pretty clear. The Hover Air X1 Pro Max has about 15 modes, each with variations, so we won't go through all of them, but some of the major ones include the follow mode, which follows you from behind. Orbit shots makes a wide circle around the subject. Again, you can adjust the height, up, down, middle, low, whatever you want. Zoom out does those classic reveal shots. There's the dolly style track, which is basically following you from the front. And again, gotta be careful with this one because the back sensors are not perfect in any of these drones, but it does a pretty good job. And then overhead tracking, which follows you around like someone's watching you with a satellite in a spy tech movie. A ton of these modes make solo content creation dramatically easier considering the alternative manpower and equipment you would need to get these shots done. Another major advantage is the portability during travel. A lot of countries and public places are becoming stricter with larger drones, and because this is compact and less aggressive looking, it feels much more casual and approachable for everyday use. Noise level are also fairly reasonable. I was getting about 74 to 75 decibels about 2 meters away. So yeah, it's not silent, but compared to larger drones, it's much less intrusive. You can connect your phone for additional control and framing options, but honestly, the magic here is the controller-free shooting. That's the experience the Hover Air is clearly prioritizing. And for quick social content, travel, videos, hiking clips, cycling footage, or even family moment, it just generally works. In terms of battery life, for drones, they're generally rapid reloads because drones generally don't fly that long. It's a lot of power to keep that in the air. Realistically, you should expect around 12 to 16 minutes depending on conditions and how aggressively you're flying. If you're constantly using tracking features, fast movement, or higher resolutions, expect the battery to drain a bit faster. Wind also affects performance more than it would on larger drones because of the lightweight design, so this can get pushed back if the wind is very strong, but it will try to stabilize itself. So the multiple batteries in the combo pack is very useful in keeping you going. And because everything is USB-C, it's easy to top up batteries while traveling using power banks or compact chargers. In real-world usage, it's as simple as seeing something you want to capture, pull it out, and launch it. You capture the shot, fold it back up, and stick it back in your bag, and you're done. It wasn't a total honeymoon. Some concerns I had, it is a small drone, so heavy winds can disrupt certain flight modes and bring it back to a standstill, but at least it will return home. Second, obstacle avoidance is not perfect, especially when you're doing things like dolly track. So be aware of your environment and be sure you're in the right mode for the right level of avoidance, especially when flying backwards, like you see here when I bumped into the street without considering where it was going. I had set it to go really far, but there wasn't that much space behind it, and it tried to, please me, and then ended up bumping into that tree. Bottom line, it fell from about 25 meters high, crashed into the floor. I picked it up, dusted it off, and it still works perfectly. So overall, the Hover Air X1 Pro Max is one of the most interesting drones I've tested in a while, not because it's the most powerful or has the biggest sensor, but in comparison to my DJI Neo, it's half the size when it comes to footprint, and it shoots 8K, which gives a lot of editing leeway to keep details in when you need it. Plus, there's virtually no setup time. You don't need piloting experience, you don't even need a controller, you just launch it, start creating. As always, I'll leave a link with any discounts I find, and let me know if you guys have any questions. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.